guys? Young NYC here, and today I am with my friend Sean, and we are going to be reviewing certain kinds of lightsabers today. I am an Ultra Saber owner. Sean is an FX lightsaber owner for 2 years, and today we're just going to run over what we like about the lightsabers and why we have bought them, and what they mean to us and what we use them for. So first off, I'm going to do a brief description of this lightsaber. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it before. And matter of fact, can you actually hit the lights for a minute? Thank you. So this is an Ultra Saber. I'm going to bring it up a little bit closer. It is the Archron hilt, custom made. I had this bottom part put in, and I have different coils put up over here that I have designed. Besides that, this is a standard saber. It is a stunt saber, does not make any sound, and is able to withhold, I think, 300 to 400 pounds of force. They are considered the brightest swords on the internet, but it's widely debated. The reason I have this sword is because honestly I love lightsabers. I've always wanted one ever since I've seen commercials of them. And I figured, you know what, it'd be a great time to buy one. I think I bought it sometime in high school. And now it's used mainly for cosplays and display. Okay, you can turn the light.
You can actually leave it off so that they can see mine, so it doesn't look like trash.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do yours next. Alright, so Sean, I'm gonna have you show off the Kylo Ren lightsaber next, and then you just tell them what you like about it and how much it cost you and why you bought it.
Alright.
So go ahead and ignite it.
So this is the Kylo Ren Force Effects lightsaber. It retail costs about $200, depends on where you go. I only paid about $98 for it because I did it in a bundle on Amazon. If you can do that, go for it because it's worth it. The hilt's a little bit hard to see with the darkness, but it's basically been designed exactly, pretty accurate to what the movie lightsaber looks like. These are the actual kind of lightsabers that they used in the Force Awakens movie. They had like 3 or 4 different prop ones on the set in case they broke one, because apparently Adam Driver was known for actually using brute force when he fought, so he broke like several. And I really like it. It has very much sentimental value to me. It was my first lightsaber I'd ever purchased, and I got it specifically because I wanted to start doing a Kylo Ren cosplay. And the only thing I can definitely say that Force Effects doesn't have compared to Ultra Saber is that, at least with the red ones, they don't light up as well in actual lit up rooms. You can actually flip the light on. Yeah, like, wait for the camera to adjust. Like right now, you can't really tell that it's turned on other than the sound, and it looks a little bit pink. The only way that I've seen that people can fix this issue is if you actually take it apart and completely like replace all of the lighting on the saber. So, and apparently it takes a lot of work, and especially on this specific lightsaber, due to all of the work that's put into it for the design, it's very difficult to take apart and actually put together successfully and make it work again. The only other problem with Force Effects is sometimes different bulbs will go out on you. They have each one has like these little individual bulbs, and sometimes you can notice when one goes out. The only thing that I think that Force Effects has that Ultra Saber doesn't have is they are very authentic. They look almost exactly like the ones from the movies. They have the sound. They do the reactions to it, and they're also not as expensive. But if you're going for something you can fight with, go with Ultra Saber, because you can customize it to how you want it to look, and it can withstand a crap ton of damage, and depending on which blade you buy, it can take certain different numbers of poundage. If you want accuracy for cosplay or something else, get Force Effects, because the only thing you'll have to deal with is, at least with the red ones, the lack of lighting. The blue one, actually, that I have here, Luke's, isn't really that bad when it comes to lighting. This is my girlfriend. She uses it for her Rey cosplay, but in the darkness it actually looks pretty good, but it looks really good once you turn the lights on because it sticks out. Like I said, that's why I only mentioned that the red ones are the ones that have the issue where they don't really look that bright. You can still kind of tell it doesn't look as bright as Thomas's does, but it still is pretty well lit. So that's my opinion on the different types, at least.
Okay, and next I'm going to ask you, how often do people recognize the lightsabers you use? Do you think people have a more profound impact because you're using movie-accurate lightsabers, or do you think you'd get the same reaction with a mini lightsaber?
I would say that, at least right now, the Kylo Ren lightsaber is only for force effects. Ultra Saber hasn't done anything for the design, basically because the company is a private company. They don't get to license specific designs for lightsabers. Like, you can base a design off of like a pre-existing design from a movie, or you could buy it for like a few hundred extra if you really want it that on like close to the movie. But right now, currently, that Kylo Ren lightsaber is only created for force effects. The Luke saber is on Ultra Saber, but it's like $500 just for the hilt.
It's $500, and if you want it to make sounds and have the little
reaction
sounds to it, it's going to cost you well around like $1,200. And I'm not saying that that's not a bad price because of the durability of the blade. That's mainly why it costs so much, and the brightness. I mean, these are stadium bulbs, so you're paying for what you get. However, if you're just going to use it for cosplay, you're not in the mood to fight with it, and it's more of a showpiece. FX is the way to go.
Yeah, and I also think that like sometimes I've had a few people ask me what brand that is, and when I tell them it's Force Effects, they don't believe me.
Yeah.
Because they think that it. Some people get the confusion that Force Effects doesn't do authenticity. They don't do accurate, which is sadly false.
Yeah.
They do exactly accurate. All of their lightsabers, they have the Episode 6 Luke lightsaber. They have the Episode 4 lightsaber. They basically have all of the movie lightsabers except for a select few. They even have the Vader one, and they're all pretty darn accurate. I would say, just because I'm a nerd, the only inaccurate thing about the Kylo lightsaber is that it has a switch.
Yeah.
And in the movie it's force ignited, but you have to have a switch because it's a toy.
Yeah.
So it's a very expensive toy.
I would say that I think Ultra Sabers in general, their main focus is to have dueling sabers. They started out as a dueling saber company. They started out mainly just so people could have fun and not break lightsabers. And I feel that FX lightsabers mainly started because people wanted something that was more accurate, but still functioned as a showpiece.
Yeah, it's a showpiece. If you want something that looks pretty, that is cool to show to people or cosplay with, Force Effects. But if you want something that can actually be used for combat, Ultra Saber is where it's at, because that, like you said, that's the reason the company mainly like was created.
Yeah.
Because it's like there were a lot of people like that bought those really cheap ones at like Walmart.
Yeah.
And so they went on their own and decided to make a brand that makes it to where you can fight with a lightsaber and make it durable. And you can get lightsabers that have the sound and the whooshing, and they actually do the light up when you hit them. But I think for the sound, it costs about another $100 or something like that.
It's another $75 in Ultra Sabers to have the Obsidian soundboard, and if you want it to make this flashing sound, that's another $25.
So it adds up. So if you have money to spend and you want a good quality lightsaber that you can duel with, Force Effects. If you just want something to show off to your friends because you're a nerd and you want to have something on display, get Force Effects.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I want to thank Sean and Cara for letting me borrow their lightsabers for this video. You guys have been amazing. If you want to see more, go follow them on Instagram. I'm going to drop their Instagram below. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at SpiderTech98. Follow me on Snapchat at SithBoy, whatever. And follow me on YouTube, of course, Young NYC. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time.
Well, everybody's heard about the bird.
He started recording. That's what you said. Put this in bloopers.
Who is it?
It's me.
Oh my god.
Yes, it does. Oh shit. Recording. Oh no.